Set to go now on 1st and 10. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 11.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass, get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
On 1, right?
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
11 MT, take. 11 MT, take.
Burrow working in the pistol. Quick throw here is complete. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the 1st down with that one.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got it here first, and he slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll go again here with Henry. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and a yard. From the gun, Jackson. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. They'll run. It's Henry. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Here's 2nd and 6. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. Jackson now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So 4th down, and the Aussie, Torrey Taylor, on to kick it away. That is taken at the 10. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
12.
His drive will start on the ground. Up the sideline, past the 30. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Going up top. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. 1 quarter in the books in round 1 of these AFC playoffs. It's the Bengals on top. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this.
On 1, ready? Here we go, here we go.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Here we go.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Jackson. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this 1st half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that Those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
3rd down and 9. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And it's going to be 4th down. Here's Torrey Taylor now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. Whoa.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. Jackson. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver.
That's going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. In trouble, and down he goes.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Burrow. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Gun.
3rd and long.
12. 11 mighty.
To throw is Burrow. He's going to look for the home run ball.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one.
And this is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Jackson. Gonna look deep, looking for more. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Bengals are gonna take possession here at their own 33.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Burrow. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
A 1st down throw for Burrow. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Odafe Owe bursting in and recording the sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. A huge play just before the half. 31 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you could see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. That is brought in at the 10. And he is going to be out of bounds. First grab of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He picks up the first down with that one. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
What's this say? 11, 11, 11. Shot.
Second down. Burrow. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10.
Gun. Shot. 11 MT. 11 MT. Shot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That one is good. And the Bengals will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we are at halftime here in the AFC wildcard matchup, and we'll send you about a mile north of here to our studios in the Creative Village. Standing by, the coach with our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. One team advances, one team's season ends here. Second half underway in the AFC wildcard game. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Jackson. That one knocked away and incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced, and at other times it looks like they've never practiced at all.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. To throw is Jackson. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson. Second half, and the defense continues to be item one in this game. They've done the job keeping the offense in control, and now, Greg, they scored on their own.
Yeah, and they've just been dominant the entire day, Mike, and now to come up with a pick six here and just further their dominance, it's been an impressive performance all around for this defense.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. First and 10. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack. Second down, Jackson to the outside. Catch made by Pickens.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Jackson from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. From the gun, Jackson. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
Here we go.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Here we go.
Now a 3rd and 2.
11, Thomas. 11.
Burrow now. This one deep downfield for Chase. That is caught. What a throw. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jackson looking to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
His first catch of the wild card game, and good for a 1st down.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Again, it's Jackson. And this will be incomplete.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there, but keep shooting for it because at some point something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
3rd and short, Jackson. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. He's going to air this one out, and for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get it back here, just shy of the 20.
There's not a position on the field, Mike, let alone any sport, where the mental side doesn't come in and impact how well you perform. And in this case, when you've thrown 4 interceptions in one game, I think we can all safely assume some of those mental issues have seeped into his game. And if he can't get settled down, he's playing right into the hands of this defense.
On 1, right?
2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Bengals move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Jackson now on second down. That's complete left side to Pickens. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. Jackson up top again. He's got his man. It's Pickens. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Baltimore. To the air one more time with Jackson. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. George Pickens. Touchdown, Baltimore.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
On one, ready? Let's get set. Stop.
To the ground, a first down run. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
One quarter remains here in this AFC wild card matchup. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Second and 11.
Gun.
They'll stick with him again. Up the sideline at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. They're going to have it first and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 71 yards. 5 yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. They bring Chase in motion. Here's a run. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. From a little closer, here's second and goal.
Here we go. 11 mighty. God.
They'll try to run this one in. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Point after try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Bengals stretch things out even further. So after the touchdown, It's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout.
DC ready.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. So a big one there to start the drive. 32 yards. Moore going in motion. Off the play fake. Jackson. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Dax Hill. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be